Hey guys, it's Miss Guy. Let's get started with talking about what we're going to do this week because it is a little bit different than what you have gotten used to. So this week we are going to do something called an analysis. That means that we're not going to focus on any particular chapter within our textbook or complete quizzes or answer journal questions. We're going to take a deep dive in a review. So we're going to complete a writing assignment that leads us through a series of videos and questions as we review the concepts that we have come across in chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's a lot to see on your screen. So the first is obviously this directions video. The second is the Turnitin assignment link. And the last three items are resource things that you might need if this is your first experience using something in a class that involves submitting a document through Turnitin. So Turnitin is a Moodle plugin. It's sort of like an extra help for instructors inside of Moodle to prevent plagiarism. The submission link where you will submit your assignment to actually scans and checks for plagiarism. So it checks other student work, it checks the internet, all sorts of other documents and publications. So I say that to let you know that this assignment is not hard. This assignment is very much focused on you and how sociology is intertwined into your life. It asks you about a lot of reflection type things, and so there really is no reason for you to venture outside of your textbook, the videos that I'm asking you to watch, and your own personal experiences. In the case that you do, please understand that Nash Community College does have an academic integrity policy that will be followed if Turnitin flags your assignments as plagiarized. So that's not going to happen because you are an academically sound student, and so let's just get started with our assignment. So I want to highlight on the screen for you what I want you to pay attention to right now. So this is explaining to you where you find the actual assignment and how it's going to work because your assignment is in Google Drive once you make a copy. All right, so I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. I'm going to walk you through this. And as long as you watch this video, you're going to know how to do it. Once you get started, if you need to come back to the video and pause along the way as I'm giving you directions, that might be a great tool to make sure you're completing all the steps. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on this link right here that says Unit 1 Analysis Writing Assignment. Okay? When you do that, you're going to see a screen that looks like this. If you don't see a screen that looks like this, you need to reach out to me immediately because that means there's some sort of technology issue that I need to get you connected with someone that is bigger and better with technology on our campus than I. All right, so when you see this, you are going to click this blue button that says Make a Copy. You might remember this from session 1. We have done this one other time in this course. Hopefully you do. All right. This is going to open up the assignment for you inside of your Google Drive. So I would only recommend doing this one time. Only click that blue button that says Make a Copy one time. If you continue to click that button, you continue to make multiple copies. Hopefully you are accustomed to using Google Drive and you know those things, but just in case, I want to give you that tip. Okay. What you're going to see on the screen is your Unit 1 analysis, and I'm going to walk you through that. There are numbers, and you're just going to start at the top, and you're just going to go through to the bottom. There are videos and links within the assignment that are going to need to be watched and reviewed in order for you to answer the questions thoroughly. So number 1, ask you to watch a video. Number 2, ask you to answer and complete this particular chart based upon the information that you watched in the video. This is going to ask you to analyze some micro and macro factors within society, specifically centering around obesity. Again, you have to watch the video in number 1 in order to answer number 2. All right, number 3 is going to start you with our culture section. There is a video for you to watch and some links to help you understand how culture fits within that sociological sense of our world. Number 4 is going to ask you to address ethnocentrism in a paragraph. Now, I will tell you that these writing assignments are worth a large portion of your final grade. So there will be 3 unit analysis assignments, and together they are worth 30% of your final grade, meaning this one assignment is worth 10% of your final grade. So when you see something that says answer thoroughly or answer in paragraph form, you are going to want to put forth 10% of your final grade worth of effort. So I'm just going to remind you of that several times. Okay, so you're going to address those questions for number 4 there in a college level writing paragraph form. Number 5 is going to ask you about the subcultures that you are a part of and ask you to identify how ethnocentrism affects you within those particular subcultures. You are going to use this chart here to fill those in. And I actually would suggest maybe some bullets here on this side. That might be best for you when you are trying to record your thoughts on this side, some bullets. Okay. Number 6 is an additional video. Number 7 is asking you to address the cultural capital that you have been given. And you're going to understand what cultural capital is based upon this video that you've watched and this link here that you are going to access. Again, you're going to address cultural capital in paragraph form for number 7. Number 8 talks about another aspect of socialization, gender. So gender socialization. Number 8 is asking you to focus on traditional gender socialization. And you are going to make a list here. I would also suggest bullet forms on this chart and reading the directions, as you're going to need to do very carefully. You'll see that it says at least 10 per gender. Number 9, ask you to watch a video on role strength. If you're kind of seeing a theme here, there is quite a few videos in this assignment. That is on purpose because I really want you to have this wrap up of the unit 1, wrapping up the concepts in chapters 1 through 4. So that's why you're being asked to do these. And if you watch the videos, you're going to be able to thoroughly answer the questions or answer the questions more in detail and in depth. So I will see that you have a thorough understanding. Number 10 is going to ask you to create a diagram. So for you artistic folks out there, you are going to love this. For you non-artistic folks out there, guess what? So am I. I get picked on all the time by my children for my drawings. So no judgment here. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to create a diagram of yourself, and then all around it would be the different roles that you play. You're going to know what that means because you've watched those videos, okay? When you create your drawing, you can do it several different ways. For you techie people that love technology and artsy things in the technology world, you are welcome to do yours in a technology format and drop it in this box here. For those of you that are not very tech savvy or art oriented, that's totally fine. You can draw yours on a piece of paper, take a photo of it with your phone, and drop your image in this diagram. Either way, when you drop your image here for number 10, please make sure that you resize that image so that it is no more than half a page. There is an issue when you start submitting things in Moodle if the file is very huge. And so those large images and those large photos can sometimes take up a lot of space. So that's why I have that alert there to resize your image to no more than half a page. And honestly, half a page is probably really big for Moodle to accept, but you'll figure it out when you are posting or copying and pasting, I'm sure. Number 11 and 12 are pretty much the same thing, but number 11 focuses on role strain and number 12 focuses on role conflict. Those are two very different things. That is reviewed in the videos above. It is also reviewed in your textbook, so I would encourage you to make sure that you have a very thorough understanding of role strain and role conflict before you start to do these particular sections. So the first section you're going to explain in paragraph form. The second one you're going to make a bulleted list. And the third one you're going to explain in paragraph form. And that is repeated for number 12 as well. And then finally, number 13, I like to throw this in here. Guys, this is a funny animated television show video. It takes you all through some animated television shows, and it shows you different examples of role strain and role conflict through these cartoon characters. So number 13 should be something that is entertaining to you. So take some time, watch that video, and then you're going to answer a reflection question about it in paragraph form. All right, so you are going to just work your way 1 through 13. That's how you're going to complete this. I want to draw your attention to the directions at the top. So the writing activities are worth 30% of your final grade. There are 3. So you're going to make sure that you're going to put 10% of your final grade worth of effort in. Make sure you carefully read the directions. Your responses, everything that you type, just like in the journal entries, just turn to a different colored font. That's a way that your eyes can tell how much effort you've given. And then make sure that you're using proper grammar. Make sure you proofread. These are college level writing entities. All right, so once you're done with that, we're going to return to Moodle to submit. Okay, so this is the submission link here that you see on your screen. All right, you are going to see something that looks like this in Moodle. I am going to switch to student view and walk you through on a different video on how to turn things in. So this is now getting you to the point of getting ready to submit something, and now I'm going to walk you through in a different video on how to actually submit.